If you're a frequent PNW Haunts and Homicides listener, you probably already know we're Birdie ambassadors.
We wanted to take a quick moment to tell you a little bit more about this awesome product.
Birdie is the modern personal safety alarm made for women by women.
In a situation where you feel threatened or unsafe, you can simply activate Birdie's loud siren and flashing light to create a diversion.
Birdie is perfect to carry anytime because the device is lightweight and comes in a variety of colors.
So important. Use our ambassador link and coupon code PNW Haunts and Homicides to receive 10% off your purchase. Like our social media handles, the coupon code is all spelled out, no special characters.
You can find the link and promo code in our show notes or PNW Haunts and Homicides link tree.
Have a safe ass day. As indie podcasters, we love to show our support of other awesome shows. So stay tuned for the promo we've got to share with you this week.
Let's show them some love. You can find their info in our show notes.
Hey, I'm Brendan Storr.
I'm Paul Bestel.
We're the Ghost Story Guys.
And every 2 weeks, we'll bring you a range of spooky stories from around the world.
That's right, true life stories of the paranormal, told with humor, humanity, and a pinch of skepticism. And other stuff that generates a lot of angry emails.
Sometimes.
Well, less over time. You know, I think as people get angrier at us, they... Anyways, Paul, this is all going very badly. We're available on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, everywhere. Find podcasts live, or you can find us at ghoststoryguys.com.
Stay spooky.
Can Jim Harold sue us for that?
Oh yeah, he might do, yeah.
We're sorry, Jim. We love you.
Yeah, we'll not say that.
You guys, we're back.
And don't worry, we did get more wine.
Well, of course.
Hi, Caitlin.
I was trying to do a spooky voice and it didn't come out right.
Let
me try again.
Okay.
Oh, let me try.
Take two.
Again. Okay.
Hello, Caitlin.
How was that? Was that spooky?
No,
Oh.
it was kind of cartoony.
Okay, but we'll keep it anyway.
All right.
It was better than the first one.
It's debatable. Oh, hello, Cassie.
Hi, creepy people.
Or cartoon people.
Cartoon creepy people, creepy papers. This is PNW Haunts and Homicides.
Yes. Oh my God. I almost forgot why we were here.
We're here.
Woo.
We're here, and it's almost Halloween, bitches.
It sure is.
But when you're hearing this, it's actually Halloween, like now.
Correct.
But not in the past as we're recording.
Also that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they needed that explanation, but I gave it anyway.
Yeah.
It felt right.
I understand.
We're a little goofy today.
I know. I'm like, do I need to take my meds?
Do you? Did you forget?
Probably.
Pause. And we're back. Caitlin is fully medicated.
I mean, kind of. This is all I'm prescribed. So
It might take a minute to kick in. So we'll see how this goes.
Woohoo!
Well, are you ready? Do we have anything to talk about? We're going live tonight at 7
Yay!
p.m.
We are.
Pacific Standard Time. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
PST, bitches.
Psst, we're going live.
Yeah. If you think about it, we are in the spookiest of time zones. Psst.
Did you know? I was thinking about this the other day. This is the perfect time to bring it up.
Okay.
The initials for our pod, like PHH.
Yeah.
It's like F.
Oh.
I don't know what made me think of that.
See, and I think of the initials of our pod as being P and W, H and H.
That's true.
So that would be like ish.
But that's not as
I
fun
don't
as anyway.
I feel
That's
like
all I got.
that's a common sound for us.
Definitely. Well, that's it. Join us for the live. I don't think we have any other announcements.
No. The live is going to be really fun, though. I know
Yeah.
Cassie hasn't told me about everything that she has up her sleeve, but
I just have a couple little things. I told you
Yeah.
about it.
okay.
It's this one that's the surprise.
Okay. Well, we
Mhm.
are going to break out our crystal vending machine.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So I posted a picture of some of the prizes the other day that we've held. I've managed to hold on to. I haven't decided to keep them for myself. So we have some
Yet.
tarot decks and tarot coloring books and other goodies, but the crystal vending machine, oh my God.
Yeah.
I just added more to it.
Ooh, it's going to be so fun. So if you like free shit,
Woo!
get your ass in there.
All
All right.
right.
Well, in the words of the iconic Ash Nico, pumpkin spice this pussy, baby.
oh,
Happy Halloween. I don't need a costume because I'm already a freak.
hello.
Let's do it.
Wowzers.
I'm wearing her shirt today. That's
I
why.
see that.
Yeah.
Did you notice mine?
Mm-hmm. Weren't you wearing that last time we recorded?
I might have been. I really like
Ooh,
it.
called out.
Yeah. I
No, I
think
like
I've
it
only
too.
worn this t-shirt twice.
I really like it.
I saved it for Halloween. It's a
Oh.
spooky tarot card.
Yeah. So if you're Patreon, you'll get to see her shirt later. Well, today I'm going to do something I've never done before in honor of this special occasion.
I don't like the look on your face right now.
I'm really excited and I'm going to try really hard not to get overly excited, talk really fast, high pitched, mess everything up.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to tone it down, even though I'm really excited on the inside. I'm like jumping up and down.
Yeah, I don't appreciate your tone.
I'm going to scare Caitlin. But no,
Cool.
you're going to like this too. You're going to like this surprise. So let's just say we're going on an adventure to a sister city.
Oh my goodness.
I did it.
You did it.
Are you so proud?
I am.
I did it just
I
for
did
you.
not see that coming at all either.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening?
I had a stroke of genius the other day and I rolled with it. So
Okay.
we're going. Can you guess? Do you know all of the sister cities of Portland?
Not off the top of my head, but I know a few.
Rude.
Guadalajara?
No.
Okay.
We're going to Sapporo, Japan.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
How excited are you? So did you know that this is the longest sister city partnership for Portland and one of the longest running in the US?
I did not.
Yeah, I didn't either until I read it on this website and I wrote it down and told everyone else.
It's kind of our thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I was thinking I wanted to do some super spooky vibes for Halloween. And I was thinking about one of my favorite movies, The Ring, which is filmed right here in the PNW.
Yeah, no thank you.
You don't like it?
No. And here's what's wild is I've actually seen The Ring.
Oh, it's one she's seen.
Yeah, it gave me nightmares forever.
I loved it. It also made me not want to sleep with the TV in my room, but
Yeah.
you know, it's fine. I lived.
That's how I fall asleep at night.
Oops.
You'll know why if I look real tired on the live tomorrow.
Oops. Core memory unlocked.
Yeah.
Well, did you know the original is a Japanese film called Ringu?
Yes.
Yes. You don't want to know where I heard that?
Maybe.
I think it was on DP.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
think they've like mentioned it
I know
the other
they've
day.
talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just like, things started cooking up there in the old noggin.
The old hat rack.
Yes, the old hat rack. So I went in search of a Japanese sister city, and I actually found one, which was super exciting. On my first try, I was just like, let's try Portland. They might have a Japanese sister city, and they totally did.
Sure do.
And it just so happens to be haunted as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping with the PNW vibes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Her face is so funny. So before I scare the crap out of you, Caitlin, I wanted to touch on some quick little historical things. I just couldn't help it. We all know how that goes.
Okay.
Although they do celebrate Halloween in Japan, they don't see it as kind of the thinning of the veil quite like we do, where souls can cross over and all that jazz.
Okay.
They have another holiday for this. It's in August, actually. It's called Obin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of Open.
I never have.
Really?
You know, it's a different culture and
It is.
I'm
yeah.
trying. This is where I'm learning.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know very much about it, but it sounds really interesting.
Well, this is a time for them to honor ancestors with altars and offerings, visiting resting places, performing traditional dances, and using lanterns to guide ancestral souls.
Yeah. I think it's really sweet.
It's super sweet.
Not totally unlike kind of the tradition of Day of the Dead, I think.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought it was cool. The lanterns, too, they use the floating ones and release them. And
Yeah, it sounds really pretty.
so pretty. So I just thought that was cool, and I didn't want to visit Japan on Halloween without learning a little bit about their culture. So
Yeah.
and I wanted to give you a little buffer to prepare for what's to come.
Cool. Great.
All righty. I'm going to take you on a little ghost tour of Sapporo, if you will.
I won't.
No, I'm taking you with me. I'm dragging you, kicking and screaming. We'll be talking about quite a few places.
Okay.
So this text I used is translated from Japanese. It's called Sapporo Ghost Map Guide. I'm hoping there's no misinterpretations here. I mean, I certainly didn't translate it because we'd be in big trouble. So I'm sure they're professionals, but I wanted to give the little warning. Eek. Just in case I say something wrong and you're like, that's not what happens in Sapporo. Okay, Caitlin, what do you think about when you picture a spooky haunted place?
Ghosts?
Like
Ghosts?
Like a haunted house with spooky trees and fog and stuff like that.
Sure. I try not to picture it.
I was just going to say that for you. Well, what about a subway maintenance garage?
Yeah, that sounds like a good setting for haunty, spooky
Really?
stuff.
You think?
Yeah.
It didn't sound super spooky to me, but I'm going to paint you a word picture.
Okay, great.
So it's dark. It's damp.
Mm-hmm. That's literally
Echoey.
what I thought of. I was like, it's a dark, damp place. Echoey. Oh
Echoey.
my God.
Walking through row after row of deserted trains. Are we getting there?
I mean, yeah.
I'm there. Also, I don't know why I think it's damp. Does it rain a lot in Japan?
Different parts of Japan do kind of get a lot of rain. I mean,
Okay.
probably not as much as like Portland or Seattle, but yeah.
Okay, I don't know for sure if this maintenance garage is in fact damp, but that's what I'm picturing in my head. Anyway, back to the story. There's going to be a lot of Japanese names. I looked up the pronunciations, but you know how it goes. So,
Sure do.
in this particular subway garage between Jietai, Mae, and Makomanai stations. Ooh,
Excellent.
I did pretty good. Okay.
Very good.
Employees report feeling uneasy in the empty trains. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Some have even reported hearing voices. In one instance, a woman's voice was heard, but only 4 men were working that night and no way for anyone else to be in there with them without them knowing.
No.
You're like, yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, get Midwestern.
Now, there had been occasions where people would sadly jump onto the tracks and die by suicide.
Yeah.
I guess the spookiness and the voices got so bad that the employees finally made a complaint to the city.
Oh.
And they actually had a Buddhist priest come in and cleanse the garage.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. This did help a little, but disembodied voices can still be heard from time to time.
Okay.
So I said cleanse here because that's kind of what I inferred from the text. If it's not something that a Buddhist priest would do, please forgive my whiteness. There is only so many rabbit holes I can go down in one day. So.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could interpret it as being like a cleanse or maybe offering a blessing.
Yeah, something
I don't
like
know.
that.
I think those are not necessarily interchangeable, but sort of related.
Okay. I just went like what I thought about in my mind. Someone clearing out a space or making it more positive than it was. So something like that occurred.
I think that makes sense.
Okay, good. So next we're visiting a park that I could not find a pronunciation for. So I'm just going to try my best and we're going to see how it goes. So this is Jadensha Park. Is that okay?
I think that's a pretty good pronunciation.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm certainly no expert, but
I tried.
Yeah.
If anyone does speak Japanese and wants to tell me how to pronounce this, feel free.
Yeah.
I won't be offended.
Yeah. That's so tough too when you can't find a pronunciation guide.
Yeah, there was like nothing on this.
You're like, I don't want to butcher it.
But, you know, it's just...
You're doing your best. As she...
It's such a pretty language too. So
it is, yeah.
You're just stalling with all of the language talk here because you don't want to get to what's in this park.
No, I was really curious because I was wondering if it was a park I'd like heard of.
Oh, okay.
There's so many places in Japan that I want to go.
Yeah.
This probably isn't one of them, though.
I don't think it's like a very big, well-known park.
Okay.
During the day, this park is bustling with all of the park-type people. You know, joggers, stroller pushers, dog walkers, picnickers, frisbee throwers. You know the type.
Oh, joggers.
Ew, what are they doing?
Well,
I'm more in line with the picnickers.
Yeah.
Some wine and cheese.
I'm just fresh off research about a jogger, so.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
There's also plenty of housing around this park, so it's not secluded by any means.
That's unusual.
Yeah.
I mean, just for a place that's haunted.
I think it's just like a neighborhood park.
Okay.
But at night, things shift from a lively atmosphere to a deadly one.
Oh, I don't like it.
Legend has it that one night, a woman was walking through the park at midnight. Now, I know what you're thinking. No, it's not Cinderella. This woman had both of her shoes and clearly no fairy godmother there to protect her.
Okay, well, that was not at all where my head went. Okay.
So she comes across another woman walking in the park. As the first woman scanned the other from top to bottom, as you do, she noticed she was wearing a white dress, probably a pretty odd choice of outfit for a nighttime stroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Unless it was summer, maybe? I don't know.
Well, and white
Yeah.
for a park?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
It seems odd. But as she continued her gaze down, she realized something even more strange. The woman had no legs.
I was just picturing no feet. I don't know why.
No legs. No legs at all.
Oh.
She was just a floating torso.
Okay.
With arms and a head. In a white dress.
That's a real choice. That's
That's a real fashion statement.
It's something.
So, super creepy.
I don't like it.
So, moving along in the ghost tour, in the Higashi-ku ward of Sapporo, there is a road that is said to be a pathway between the mortal world and the spirit world.
Okay. So just like tell my Uber driver, like avoid that one?
Yeah, avoid that road. Don't go down that road.
Okay.
So you'd probably think this is a deserted country road, secluded, isolated, also picturing damp. But no, it's right in the midst of a residential neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
And I definitely don't understand street names or addresses in Japan. They do give the location, but I don't know enough to relay this information to you without another crazy rabbit hole. So if
That's
you,
fair.
yeah, if you're curious, the link is in the paste bin in the show description. So,
All right. And I will say this, because I told you Chris has been to Japan. I don't know that I think pretty much just went to Tokyo, but he said it was a very confusing city to get around.
I could see that.
Yeah. And he had a really funny story about how they lost his brother on the subway.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Because those doors are not like when you get on the Max here, where like, oh, it feels like somebody trying to like put their hand in between the door.
It doesn't have a
No.
sensor?
Well, and it could be totally different now. It probably is for safety. But back then, because this was, I mean, dating Chris here a little bit. This was like 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
The doors are like, they just are like, we're closing. Like they run on schedule. So
The doors be closing, bitch. Get out the
Yeah.
way.
Yes, move, bitch. Get out the way. So yeah, the younger brother was the only one that got
Oh, God.
on the subway, and everybody else just watched in horror as like their dad tried to like get on it, and then as it like just rolled on by.
Oh my God. Hopefully he didn't end up in the maintenance garage.
I don't think so, but they had to race to another subway station, and it was really confusing trying to figure out like, okay, where does that train go and all this stuff. So I mean, I've met his brother, like he made it out, but
He's okay. Okay.
a word to
Man.
the wise, don't take navigating through Japan lightly.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. One night, can you guess what time?
Midnight?
It's midnight.
Okay, I
It's
was going to
always
say,
midnight.
I already had my second guess prepared, and it was 3 a.m.
It's always midnight in Japan.
Okay.
A man was walking. Oh, man.
Ah!
A man was walking. No.
Yeah.
A man was walking down this road like he had 1,000 times before with no incident. I really don't know if it was exactly 1,000 times, but they said he knew the road pretty well.
Roughly.
Yeah, roughly.
Give or take.
I took some artistic liberties here.
Yeah. That's fair.
This time, though, he started to feel like it was hard to walk, like something was holding him back,
No.
perhaps tugging on the back of him.
No, thank you.
Then from behind, he heard what sounded like a little girl
Oh!
say, "Will you play with me?"
Hard pass.
When he turned around, he indeed saw that there was a little girl there and thought it was very strange for her to be out so late. And as he was probably about to ask where her parents were, she disappeared.
Oh, okay. So then he didn't ask.
He didn't get a chance to ask. He was just like, there's a little girl, and now there's not.
Okay.
Poof.
I mean, I'd prefer that she was not there and being creepy. So maybe that's okay.
I mean, I'd prefer it if she was visible because will you play with me? And then she's gone. Is she like playing hide and seek? Where did she go? Where did she hide? Is she going to pop out of the shower later?
No. No. Why? Why would she do that? Just because everything comes and sneaks up on you when you're in the shower?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think so. It's
No.
fine.
People in their homes along this road are apparently not immune to the spirit shenanigans either. A resident's door might slowly creak open to let disembodied boots in to stomp around.
I'd prefer that they didn't.
Why is it always just boots, you know? Like we've heard
Right?
that a couple of times, I feel like
Boots
before.
or high heels.
Yeah. But it's always like there's no one, you can't see anyone walking in them, you know?
Right. Those are your choices, though. You either wear those stilettos or you're wearing like steel-toed boots.
Yeah.
These are your options.
Or even something more sinister and reminiscent of our sex demon episode.
Okay. I'm listening.
Residents have experienced waking up in the middle of the night, probs midnight, to the feeling of something on top of them.
No. Nope, I'm out.
Yeah, like, bye.
I'm out. Goodbye.
I told you it was reminiscent of the sex demon episode.
I mean, you did say that, but
Opening their eyes to see a ragged, menacing samurai warrior. That shit's intense.
that's very intense. And I have to say, it's very un-samurai-like behavior.
Exactly. I think that's why it's so scary. The next one sounds like a lovely place called Falls of Peace in the Tene Ward. Did I say that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We just looked it up.
Yeah.
It comes with a mountainous backdrop and all of the foliage a picturesque waterfall could ask for.
That reminds me of like Silver Falls or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, me
Wow.
too. It sounds really, really gorgeous.
Pretty.
But now I'm going to bring you right back down to earth and shatter your soul with a trigger warning for suicide. I know I briefly touched on it a bit in the beginning, but we're unfortunately going to be talking about it a bit longer with this one. So,
Cool.
sorry. I'm so sorry. This place sort of reminds me of Aokigahara, aka the Suicide Forest.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
watched a well, actually more than one documentary about it.
It was hard to watch.
It's really tough.
There's a really
yeah.
scary movie about it too.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
It's terrifying. Don't watch it.
Yeah, I won't.
It's really scary, you guys. Like,
Good advice.
I watched it alone, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm a
Wow.
lunatic.
Yeah,
It's
we're
fine.
just cut of very different cloth.
Very. Okay. Apparently, many, many people of all kinds come here to tragically end their lives by jumping from the falls. There was also one instance where someone doused themselves with gasoline and lit themselves on fire.
Oh no. The self-immolation deaths in some Asian cultures are just really, really rough.
It is. It's a lot.
Yeah.
That's actually what the word they used to describe it in the article.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's I don't know. Sometimes using that like technical or like scientific jargon, like
Yeah.
it feels a little better. You're like kind of
Yeah.
distance from like what that, like when you boil it down,
Yeah.
what that is.
I guess I kind of
Oh.
wanted to use it, but I was like,
Yeah.
they used it. I kind of like trying to write it my own way. So
Well, yeah, and not everybody knows what that is
Yeah.
either. I think it's good to kind of explain it.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of like figured what it meant, but I also had to Google it just in case.
Well, it's not a commonly used word.
I mean, if it was, that would be terrifying.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's not good.
No one knows why people choose this place, whether it's the beautiful, calming environment, or perhaps the land holds some residual energy from the past affecting people who are already vulnerable.
Yeah.
There is a monument at the falls for enslaved Koreans who were forced to work in the mines.
Oh, yeah. I mean, kind of similar to the forest where people don't really have one solid explanation, but could be anything.
Could be anything. As you can imagine, there was a lot of anger and despair associated with that time. Running water, I feel like, is also a huge energy source, and it could be continuously stirring up these past memories. And on top of all of that, you have these new people leaving their own anger and despair when they pass.
That's
So
true.
It's kind of like a cycle, I feel like.
Yeah, almost like a snowball as it's
Yeah.
like rolling downhill.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ugh. So as much as I do want to visit and see how pretty it is, it's kind of spooky.
Yeah, that's really intense.
Yeah, it is. Sorry to bring everyone down on Halloween. This text also suggests that if you visit any of these places, to sprinkle yourself with salt before going into your home. I'd say probably before going into your car too, or maybe just douse yourself with salt the whole time,
Yeah, just
in case.
wowzers. Yeah, I think probably you just can't really overdo it with
Yeah.
the salt.
Yeah.
here.
they're afraid something might attach to you. So
No, thank you.
you can also use any of the other various protective measures we've talked about, like certain crystals. I can't think of the ones off the top of my head.
I think that like tourmaline
Right.
would probably be a
Yeah.
good example.
Black tourmaline.
Yeah, black tourmaline.
Any of the protective things. Honestly, if you just have something that you feel like is protective, and if you're curious, you can Google it, or we do talk about a couple of them in the cleansing episode too, I think. So
Yeah, we do. You can use smoke too.
yeah. If something
know.
does follow you home, definitely refer to the cleansing episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Caitlin, I have one last special story just for you.
Yay.
You didn't think you'd get away without talking about dolls today, did you?
What the?
Surprises just keep coming for Caitlin on this very special Halloween season.
All right. That's fine. Sorry, I'm going to be a little hoarse through the rest of this episode as I insert my knees into my chest.
Sapporo, Japan has its very own haunted doll. In 1918, a boy named Eikichi Suzuki, like the car,
Yeah.
so I could pronounce that one without looking it up.
Yeah. I know. We got an easy one.
Yay! Gave his little sissy, Okiku, a doll as a gift.
Aw.
Isn't that the cutest little name for a little
Adorbs.
girl? I love it. Very sadly, though, Okiku passed away at 3 years old from an illness.
Oh.
I know. Her family placed her favorite doll on an altar in their home. They began to notice something strange about the doll, though. Her hair was growing.
No. No.
They even had the hair tested, and it was human,
No.
which I know is definitely a thing they used to do in doll making. But because they actually noticed that the hair was getting longer, the family believed the doll housed the soul of their precious Okiku. Today, the doll lives in a temple shrine. The monks taking care of her there confirmed the unusual hair growth. Very uncomfortable. She's so uncomfortable. She didn't do anything mean. Her hair was just growing.
Okay.
She just sitting there, being a doll.
Okay, but I'm a living person and I can barely get my hair to grow out. So now I'm just, now I'm angry.
Now I'm just
See,
pissed.
this is what happens. You become sad and angry and confused, and I don't like it.
Maybe you should go talk to her and ask her secrets.
No, maybe I'll shoot her an email.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure she takes email in the temple.
Mhm,
Yeah. Well, on that note, that is all I have for now for Sapporo, Japan. Portland's sister city. That was so fun.
I know.
I really liked that.
love learning more about Japan.
Me
I
too.
really want to go.
Yeah.
Really, really, really want to go.
We're going to take a pod trip to the sister
Right?
city.
Right? Seriously, I wanted to go as an exchange student.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
now
not
we can
too
write
late.
it off.
Yeah.
So,
There you go. Perfect.
well, shall we do some tarot?
Tarot.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Welcome to this episode of Shuffle with Cassie and Caitlin. Welcome to this episode of Shuffle. Shuffle. So, we are thinking of haunted ass Sapporo, Japan. Haunted AF. Dolls and legless lady ghosts and
I'm not.
do you want to play with me?
Okay.
Spooky subway maintenance garages.
And sandwiches.
There was sandwiches?
Subway.
Oh. I was like, did we talk about sandwiches and I missed it?
No.
we are going to cut the deck. I don't know. I feel like you need to just touch it for a second. Give it your scared vibes. Touch it. Touch it. She's so scared. Oh, look at and it cut, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. It cut and this feels right.
Okay.
It's this one.
What?
It's the Fool. I went silent because I'm no longer surprised when this pops out at me. It happens all the time. And yeah, so we're using my Nightmare Before Christmas deck. And this is the Fool with Jack walking with his doggy, Zero.
Oh,
Yes.
so cute.
It's so cute. I mean, do we even need to read the... No, we do. Ooh, it's in a forest. Too.
Yeah.
Did I say
is.
that? I think I already said that.
I don't know. I'm going to put your little spooky ghost crystal right there.
Yes, that's yours.
I know, but I got it. And then
With me
it
in
came
mind.
and it definitely was like, oh, did it mean for me to gift this to you? Because I'm in love with it. It's mine.
You just need a daily reminder of me.
I guess. It was a birthday gift that I bought for myself, but
You're welcome. Anyway, the Fool for Sapporo, Japan.
all right. So our keywords are innocence, beginnings, trust, hope, opportunity. And also Caitlin clearing her throat.
That kind of sounds like a sister city, though.
Yeah, it
Right?
kind of does.
Yeah.
Well, in innocence, I right away latch on to the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
The first card in the major arcana, the Fool begins your journey toward wisdom. The Fool represents innocent and faith, the naive confidence of youth. Shown as a young traveler, well, I won't read the rest of the description because honestly, it's not that far off. But
young travel too is interesting because we talked about the subway.
right. Well, and just the fact that like for us, we're traveling to sister city.
Japan. Yeah. Ooh,
Mhm.
cool.
This is so funny. Okay, so
What?
this is one way that the Fool is totally different for us in this context. I don't know how you pronounce this name, but I'm going to take a shot.
Okay.
So there's a tiny mini extra excerpt, and it says, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step," which reminds me of the city or the part of the story where we talked about that road.
And
where-
I said 1,000 times he had been on that road.
well, and holding him back. And
Yeah.
so that's a quote attributed
Whoa.
to Lao Tzu.
Interesting. Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
Okay.
Upright, when the Fool appears in a reading, it usually means you're about to embark on a new way of life. You're open to new experiences and to discovering what lies around the bend. That's funny.
Yeah.
Even if you're not sure about the path you've chosen, you have faith that everything will turn out well. You probably feel out of sync with the rest of the world, but in a good way. You hear the beat of a different drummer, and you're ready to march to it.
Yep.
Okay, in a reading about money, the Fool urges caution. You may be too trusting, or you may be naive when it comes to handling financial matters. Yeah. This card can also represent the first stage of a business or investment. Examine details carefully. Pay attention to your intuition, not only logic.
So when we're planning our Japan trip for the pod,
Yeah.
we just got to be careful and plan it out, which we usually do. So
Yeah,
I think we're
keep
good
the
to go.
receipts.
Yeah. Yeah. Be smart about it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think so. If the reading is about your work, the Fool can indicate starting a new job, project, or business venture, beginning a course of study, or going on a business trip.
Mm-hmm. It's a sign if I've ever seen one.
That's all I can take away from this.
Caitlin, I can't wait to go to Japan with you.
I know. You're looking forward to this new adventure or new direction and its possibilities. Well, hello.
Yeah.
Embrace the opportunity with an open mind. You have a lot to learn.
Yes, we do. A lot of
Yes.
Japanese things I want to learn.
All of the things.
All of them. Throw me right down that rabbit hole.
In a reading about love, this card often means beginning a romance or moving into a new stage in an existing relationship. A new relationship may feel fated, as if you've met your soulmate. Enjoy this period of joy, openness, and excitement. Oh, there's another extra excerpt.
I love the extras.
The quest for meaning always takes us into the unknown. That's from, I think this is actually a tarot, companion book. It's called The
Oh.
Pilgrim's Companion.
Oh, cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
I
Read
do
it again.
too.
Read it again.
Okay. The quest for meaning always takes us into the unknown.
I like it.
Yeah, I think that's fitting.
That's kind of interesting too. It reminds me of the falls and the suicide forest, like the quest
Yeah.
for meaning
Yeah.
leads you into the unknown. Is that what it said?
Yeah, the quest for meaning always takes us into the unknown.
Yeah. 'Cause we
Oh.
don't know. We don't know what the fuck is happening.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
I really like that. I like when my fool pops out. He
I do
makes me
too.
smile. So
And I have one thing to say about this case and about this reading. And if you can't see it here in the video fully, I'll go ahead and just.
Eek. It's a little sign that says eek. We'll probably post a photo for people who
Yeah.
aren't on Patreon.
But did you notice it has a little spider
Yeah.
too? It's
I
very.
was actually pretty surprised and proud of you that you bought something with a spider on it.
I
Also,
did.
what am I? I can't. Oh, also the tablecloth has webs and.
Yeah, and that is actually something that came in our little goodie basket from Dave and Paul.
Is it?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Dave and Paul.
We love you.
We loved all
Um,
our snacks.
Oh my god.
Snacks.
We really did. We've got the TikTok to prove it. Also, I got us matching hers and hers little headstones.
So cute.
Mine, true to my nature, says keep out.
Mine
Yours-
says gone at last, which is,
yeah.
probably pretty on too.
Yeah. And then we got a crystal grid there. We're just like pointing, not audibly at all, but
Yeah,
we're
that's not a
excited
new
to play
bed
with that.
doily. That is a crystal grid
Yeah.
cloth. Crystal grid cloth?
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're actually going to be sharing some. Well, we'll just see. I'm going to get creative. I went to a very cool crystal shop that's here kind of in the extended local area. And I,
Ooh.
yeah, it was a really, really cool place. She has more than crystals, but
Okay.
that's obviously the highlight for me. So,
Yes. Shiny rocks.
yeah. So, quite a
Alright.
time. I think that's all of the things.
Yeah. As usual, if you notice something about the card or description that related to something we didn't notice because our brains are just
Mush.
You know how they are.
Yeah.
But let us know.
It's true.
Comment, DM, maybe
Email.
We'll maybe DM you back.
All right. Well, I'm going to suggest that we ring the bell.
Where's my wait? Where's
Ring,
my
ring for
wait.
wine.
Oh, here it is. Oh.
Because we are also going to do a second recording today, and I'm going to get my revenge on Cassie. So, yay!
I'm gonna finish it. Have a creepy ass Halloween.
Halloween.
See you next Tuesday.
I can't believe I
She
said it
didn't
right.
Say it with me. Say see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Thank you. Unless you're Molly snoring. Go get out of here.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
So, for all of you that are listening, if you have any true crime or paranormal stories that you want us to share, maybe with the whole Pacific Northwest.
Yes, we would love to read them on the pod.
Yes, we will read them out loud.
Not just in our heads.
Yes. They don't have to be from the Pacific Northwest if you would like to share. Email us at pnwhauntsandhomicides@gmail.com. It's all spelled out, no special characters. Super duper easy peasy.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Same thing as the email at pnwhauntsandhomicides, all spelled out, no special characters. Please also rate and review us on whatever platform you're listening to, and check out our stories on social media because our meme game is hot.
Agreed.
And if you agree, like Caitlin, you can also find us on Patreon and support the show.
Bitchin'.
Alrighty, so alrighty. Did you hear that when I said it?
What?
Like my voice got all crackly.
Yeah.
Like alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. I just cleared my throat.
Cassie is possessed as shit.
I can't say alrighty. Maybe I should just say something else. Fuck. Fucking all right.